My name is Elaine Evans. I am an extension educator and researcher here at the University of Minnesota Bee Lab, and my work focuses on native bee and other pollinator conservation and education.
What kind of research projects happen here and what are your projects here?
At the University of Minnesota Bee Lab here, we have this fairly unique position where we have two different main branches of research here. So we have one professor, Marla Spivak, who focuses on honeybee health. And we have another professor, they're both based in the entomology department here. He focuses on native pollinator habitat restoration and restoring native bees, documenting native bees, and his name is Dan Caraveau. And then we have both of those labs have extension educators. So I do outreach and education for the native bees. There is another extension educator, Katie Lee, who does outreach for the honeybees.
Elaine, why are native bees so important?
Native bees really fill in really important roles in the ecosystem. So honeybees are one kind of bee. They have certain plants that they pollinate. They are used in a lot of agricultural crops. When we're looking at the native systems, at wild systems, there are all these other pollinators, 20,000 different species of bees in the world that some have very unique relationships with different plants. There's some plants that are completely dependent on particular bees to pollinate them. So by supporting the diversity of native pollinators, we're able to support that diversity of plants. And then those diversity of plants, they are helping to filter water. They're helping to, grow down deep roots and help with climate. They're also providing food for countless other creatures that are feeding on those plants.
Do you do outreach with people and groups in the state?
I do. A lot of my research is actually involving the public. So I do a lot of work with public participation. So we do bumblebee surveys across the state. So we have individuals that adopt a grid and they're responsible to go and document the bumblebees that are there. And that's helping us as researchers. We can't get everywhere across the state. But with the help of these volunteers, we're able to learn about bumblebees all across the state. In addition to volunteers helping us with research, we also have volunteers helping us with education. We know that people broadly are aware of pollinators, but they don't often know what to do to help. So we have a toolkit and training programs to help individuals educate people in their communities about the action steps that they can take to help pollinators.
If people want to try to help the pollinators, what are some of the steps you recommend?
We have 4 action steps that we recommend. So the first is to plant flowers. And part of that is keeping those flowers free of pesticides so that they can support the pollinators. We also encourage people to provide homes for pollinators. So there are bees that nest in the ground, they need undisturbed habitat. There are bees that nest in stems, leaving stems in the garden helps them. We also want to leave flowers for caterpillars that forage on all kinds of different plants. So having a diversity of native plants helps those important pollinators. The third action is climate action. We know that pollinators are impacted by climate. Supporting strong regulations, planting native plants that will have deep root systems, switching to a plant-based diet when you can, all of those things can help make the climate more suitable for the pollinators and for us in the future. And we also encourage people to collect data. So joining one of the programs, so we have programs here at the University of Minnesota. There's also programs for monitoring monarchs, all kinds of great programs where you can join to help collect data, just taking photos of anything that you see visiting flowers and sharing it with a biodiversity portal like iNaturalist is something that helps researchers know where pollinators are to gauge how they're doing.